Today I want to talk about radical acceptance. Radical acceptance to me means accepting things as they are. It means seeing reality for what it is and not for how you think it should be. Not your idea in your head of how you want things to be or how you believe things should be, but just seeing how reality actually is, seeing how your life actually is and accepting that. Now, when I say accept, that doesn't mean that you just sit back and do nothing. Like if you sit there and see that your reality is really shitty, you're out of shape, you're unhappy, you don't like your job, that doesn't mean do nothing about it. But the first step to changing the problem is accepting that you have a problem. So radical acceptance means, okay, I'm out of shape. Okay, I don't like where I'm at in life. Okay, I want to travel. I want to have an amazing relationship with a beautiful person. You know, I want to make a lot of money and I'm not where I want to be right now, and that's okay. And I accept where I am and I understand that I'm gonna have to do a lot of work to get from point A to point B. Today I want to talk about radical acceptance. Radical acceptance to me means accepting things as they are. It means seeing reality for what it is and not for how you think it should be. Not your idea in your head of how you want things to be or how you believe things should be, but just seeing how reality actually is, seeing how your life actually is and accepting that. Now, when I say accept, that doesn't mean that you just sit back and do nothing. Like if you sit there and see that your reality is really shitty, you're out of shape, you're unhappy, you don't like your job, that doesn't mean do nothing about it. But the first step to changing the problem is accepting that you have a problem. So radical acceptance means, okay, I'm out of shape. Okay, I don't like where I'm at in life. Okay, I want to travel. I want to have an amazing relationship with a beautiful person. You know, I want to make a lot of money and I'm not where I want to be right now, and that's okay. And I accept where I am and I understand that I'm gonna have to do a lot of work to get from point A to point B. If you want to lose a lot of weight, you want to get to 10 to 12% body fat, but you're obese, you can accept both. I want to be at 10 to 12% body fat and I accept the fact that I am 50 plus pounds overweight and I need to lose a lot of weight and it's going to take time. It might take a year plus to do that. Don't be attached to specific outcomes. Oh, it has to happen this way. I have to get this specific person, or I need to lose X amount of weight per week and it's going to happen exactly how I imagine it in my head. The perfect scenario that we imagine in our head, that rarely happens. Usually it's a lot different, and that's usually for the better, that things don't happen exactly the way we want in our heads, exactly the way that we predict, because that way we actually can learn and we can actually grow. I don't know if you've noticed, but when you stop forcing things in life, you seem to actually attract what you want. Like if you stop forcing a relationship or you stop forcing a friendship, you usually get that connection a lot better. You're actually able to be real with that person can be real with you, and now the two of you can actually connect on a deeper human to human level. It's like, even if we want to take this to a quantum physics level, literally all the atoms of the universe are just different vibrations. They're different wavelengths. They're just vibrating at different frequencies. Every single atom is not a physical particle. It's just a wavelength. And it's not until we consciously observe that, until we rather subconsciously, not even just consciously, but subconsciously are aware of what we want things to be and how we believe things are, that's when all those wavelengths collapse into a physical particle. So in that sense, our mind literally creates our reality. Now, we don't fully understand this. There's so much more science and research to be done, but we know that that is true. That has been observed in real reality decades ago. And so when you stop forcing things, when you stop chasing things, what are you doing when you're chasing? That thing is running away from you. You're running towards it, but it's running away from you, right? Otherwise you wouldn't need to chase it. It would just be there. When you stop chasing, then the things that want to be in your life, the things that are aligned with who you are, that are on the same frequency, the same literal quantum frequency as you, those things start to come to you, right? The right people, the right places, the right opportunities, the right ideas. So it's about living an honest life. Living an honest life means living according to your true desires. What life do you truly want to live? I always say on this channel, who are you and what do you want? Truly, not just asking yourself that and saying that, but on a deep subconscious level, aligning with that, saying, okay, I want to live a life where I travel a lot. I want to live a life where I have a family and I'm settled down into a house. Whatever it is for you, know what you want. And a lot of us, we do know what we want, but then be honest with ourselves. Don't just box ourselves into a life that somebody else wants us to live. Oh, our parents wanted us to go and get that degree and work that 9 to 5, but really we want to start a business. So living honestly means, I love you parents, I respect to you, but I'm gonna go and start that business, even though that's not what you want me to do, because it's what I want to do. Living honestly, being honest with yourself. And that leads to honest actions. That leads to you taking the actions that you need to take. Like for me, I want to travel. I work remotely, not just in this YouTube channel, but my actual day-to-day job, my 9-to-5 job, is also remote. So I can travel anywhere in the world and still work and still earn money. And I've been putting that off because of things like, oh, I'm not in good shape yet. I still need to lose weight. I'm not like confident in my body, even though I made videos about this and I'm still technically losing the weight. Or excuses like, oh, I don't have enough money saved up. It's gonna be too expensive, even though in America, living in America and paying rent is literally more expensive than flying to, you know, Argentina or Colombia or Mexico and just spending a few months there, just traveling around and enjoying the culture and enjoying the people and enjoying the lifestyle down there. There's all these excuses that I built up, but really they're all BS. They're all nonsense. And really, I should just go. I should just do it. It's like the Shia LaBeouf meme, right? Just do it. Literally, just do it. Don't let your dreams be dreams, as he said. Another point about radical acceptance is being outcome independent. I kind of touched on this earlier, but you're outcome independent. You're just saying, okay, this is the life that I want to live. I'm honestly accepting it, and I'm also accepting this is where I'm at right now. It might not like where I'm at right now, but I know that, okay, I'm at point A and I want to get to point B. Now, what do I need to do in order to get there? And you're not worried so much about point B. You're not saying, oh, I have to get to this. It has to happen in this way. You're just allowing it to happen one day at a time, one moment at a time, one action at a time. What can I do right now in this very moment in order to get me one step closer to my goals? And then that's it. Just think about that. You become outcome independent. You learn to trust the process, to enjoy the process, to enjoy the journey, and stop focusing so much on the destination, which makes sense because 99.9% of life is a journey. Life itself is a journey. I heard this great quote. They said, life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. That means life is a journey. That means life is something that happens and that we enjoy and that we go through and that we flow through and that we grow through. It's not something that just happens to us and we just have to deal with it. No, we make our own reality. We make our own destiny. We choose our own adventure. Life is like an open world RPG sandbox game where you can just go and do whatever you want. You can go and do the quests. You can go and just make friends. You can go and do boss battles. You can go and level up your skills. Like you could just go and really explore if you want. You could do whatever you want to do. It's like Skyrim. You know, you play Skyrim and you don't have to do any quests in Skyrim. You can just go and do whatever you want. They just give you free reign as soon as the prologue is over to just do whatever you want. That's life. It's literally choose your own adventure, choose your own path. But we get boxed in with all this societal programming and other people telling us what to do and who to be and how to live, that we forget to be ourselves, that we forget that we are individuals first and foremost. And yeah, we love each other and we respect other people's opinions and stuff, but we have to respect our opinions first and foremost. Our needs and our self-respect has to become above other people. That doesn't mean we're putting other people down, but we're lifting ourselves up and saying, okay, I'm going to be non-needy. I've been reading this book by Mark Manson where he talks about non-neediness, and that simply means you respect yourself and your opinions over the opinions and views of others. That doesn't mean you don't respect their opinions and views, but you're not as concerned with what other people think of you or what other people want you to do. You're more concerned with what you think of yourself and what kind of life you're living and how you want to live your life, what you want to do, how are you going to be happy. Again, honest living, never waiting for the right moment, because you realize when you do this that the right moment is right now. It's like that saying, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is right now. They use that term to relate to investing, right? If you invested 20 years ago, you'd have a lot of money, but the next best time to invest is right now, because 20 years from now, you're still gonna have a lot of money. It's the same thing. I wanna travel, so instead of waiting, instead of making all these excuses, let me book that flight. That's what I'm working on right now. Let me book that flight to South America. Let me book that flight to Asia. Let me book that flight to Europe. Let me figure out the accommodations. Let me just take action and go there and show up imperfectly, but authentically and experience life. That is how life has always been lived by all humans ever since we've existed. That is how you live life. There is no perfect plan. There is no step-by-step process that you follow. It's all just waves and squiggles and these quantum wavelengths and frequencies, and we're just figuring it out along the way. And yeah, we might have a destination in mind, but we need to focus on the journey and enjoying the journey. It's like One Piece. I've never actually watched One Piece yet. I will watch it eventually, the adventures that they're going on. It's about the experiences that they have. It's not about the destination and like finding the one piece or whatever like the story's about. It reminds me of this quote: I strive for excellence, yet I am not attached. I strive for excellence, yet I'm not attached. That means, yes, we do want to achieve these goals and we do want to get to these destinations, but again, we're not attached to them. We're outcome independent. And that brings you so much peace and so much happiness because now you're not forcing it to happen. Remember, when we force it, it's like we're pushing it away and we're chasing it and it's running away from us. But when we relax and say, okay, I'm just gonna build towards it right now, today, in this moment. I wanna lose weight. Well, right now I can focus on eating a healthy meal. Right now I can go outside and go for a walk and get some steps in. Right now I can go to bed early and let my body recover. That's the action that I can take right now that will build up to the long-term goal. So I strive for excellence, yet I'm not attached. I'm working towards something great, but I'm not tying all my self-worth to it. I'm not saying that I need this in order to be happy. I need this in order to be worthy. I need this in order to be enough. No, you are enough. You are worthy as you are right now. And I know you want to be better, right? We accept ourselves and love ourselves for who we are right now, and we want to be better. Both things are true. I brought up the non-neediness. And that's not just with people, but that's just with life as well. You're not needy and you're not chasing, you're not pushing away the things that you want. It goes back to this Bruce Lee quote. Everybody knows, be water, my friend. Whenever I hear him talk about be water, to me that means you're able to pivot, you're able to adapt in life, just like water flowing down a stream. If there's rocks in the way, if there's tree branches in the way, it doesn't just stop, it doesn't stagnate, it goes through, or it goes over, it goes around, it goes under, it just finds a different way, it just keeps flowing. Water doesn't stop. And that's how we need to be. Okay, I have this goal and there's obstacles, there's difficulties in the way. Okay, I'm gonna pivot, I'm gonna adapt, because I know that the only way that I fail at achieving this goal is if I give up. If I wanna lose weight, the only way that I fail is if I give up. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It might take longer than everybody else, but I know I'm still going to get there because I'm not going to give up. I want to build this YouTube channel and make lots of money and have a lot of trust with a community and just help a lot of people. But if I gave up a year ago, if I gave up 6 months ago when I was barely getting any views, then I wouldn't have grown so much. I wouldn't have become so much more confident. I don't even have 100 subscribers yet. And if I give up now, then I'm never going to get to that point of helping lots of people and building an amazing community where we can all grow into our best version. I'm never going to achieve that if I give up. But by being water and just pivoting and adapting and learning and growing and taking every L as a lesson, every L as a learning experience, there's no failure, it's just feedback. Now I'm able to grow. Now I'm able to build this. Now I'm able to accomplish that goal. And it might not be in the timing